We on the Book of Face.
All right, T. Just let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right.
Joe Clark Atlanta shirt on.
Yes, I have to represent. I'm gonna get down there at some point too. I got some business to take care of.
Yep. So, do I need all right before I do, like, there is a concert coming up, and here in Nashville, it's like Morris Day and the Time, Zap, SOS Band, Cameo. Yeah, it's like a funk in Nashville concert. It's in June. I think you know. Just like,
What weekend?
huh?
What weekend?
June 2nd.
Oh my gosh. Why do they do this to me? That's the Roots Picnic weekend.
Oh yeah. Like, yeah.
Wow.
The Roots Picnic.
Huh?
Still to get my ticket for that.
Yeah. I know. I mean, it's on my list of things to do. I just haven't gotten to it yet. So, all right, cool. We're gonna make a list. I just know I'm gonna be back in Atlanta in October. That's all I know. And since the festival that I went to last year.
Oh, is that in October?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's a
yearly thing. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I can dig it.
Mm-hmm.
Might have to go in. Like, was it October or September? I think it was September. No, I got promoted. Yeah, it might have been September. They do Atlanta has a Comic-Con. And yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know not everybody's into Comic-Cons and the comics and anime, but it's
big.
Yes, it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty dope. I mean, people who get into cosplaying and getting into character, and they create their own outfits and stuff like that, and to match the characters that they're trying to be. Like,
really?
Some of these cosplayers, their costumes be way better than what you see in the movies.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a thing. I mean, like, especially if you're like me, so like I'm into anime, but I wasn't always into it.
Mm-hmm.
I had my little few picks like Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that back in the day. But that stuff, like, it's kind of nostalgic because, like, I went to one a few years back, and like they have like panels, they have voice actors come, they have different booths for like people who have like like their products that they sell. Like, you can find anything. Like, I seen like an Optimus Prime and like Megatron, like Transformer, like, I mean, like the big one. Like, I ain't talking about the little small. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, it was about 2 feet, I think, in length. Like, Optimus Prime, yeah. Like, stuff you ain't gonna find that like in a whole bunch of places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's pretty dope. All right. Anyway, this is good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Yesterday, today, tomorrow night, last night, and tonight. Welcome to another episode of Just Cuz Podcast. What's going on, cousins out there? We live on Facebook right now. We don't never tell nobody because we just do random lives, so nobody knows when to tune in, when we're gonna do stuff. So we need to get some type of schedule going.
Absolutely.
So that way people can tune in and check us out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're here with another episode. We're gonna move right along. And today, I'm joined always by my co-host, you know what I'm saying, the one and only, shoot 'em up, bang bang, quick draw McGraw.
Don't say that.
Oh, my bad. Future future motivational speaker, maybe. I don't know if I can, coerce her into it, but Molly. And you know who I am, Bruce to the Leroy.
Yeah, hello everyone.
You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Hey Ma, she tuned in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just coming off of that on that birthday weekend.
Yes.
Happy birthday. What's going on? So today's episode, what are we gonna talk about?
We are talking about building a business, being a new entrepreneur, scaling a business. So, you know, we always talk about business adventures and starting up a new business. But yes, there are obstacles that we have to go through in order to get to the next level. And, you know, it's hard. It's really, really hard to get in it and stay in it and maintain everything. So I talk to a lot of people, a lot of different friends. We have family members that have started businesses in the last 2 years. Some cousins, and they are doing really well with their businesses. So yeah, we want to jump on here and discuss, what can we do to help everyone get ahead.
Facts. Y'all can help me. I need
It takes a lot of patience.
it does. It takes patience, it takes work. It's work. Like it's work. It is another job. Like it's crazy, especially now with social media and these different avenues of how you can get your brand out there and talk about your new business or whatever your entrepreneur business is. And it's it takes some work and it takes some dedication and it takes some consistency. You know what I mean? So it is work. And like I know, like you are an entrepreneur, you have your brand, your business going, and you've been doing it for it's been a year and a half.
A little over a year. I ran into a rough patch, but I'm gonna get it together here soon. With everything. Last year with Delaware, they started doing different things at the beginning of the year to change for business owners. So I dealt with that, and I kind of really scaled back a little bit on as far as creating products. But yeah, it was really hard for me to continue as a business owner. I hit some bumps in the road, some big bumps in the road.
Yeah.
But 2022, I'm trying to master my craft better and get things in order, get my business in order. Apply for some grants and scholarships and take some courses from people that have been successful in their businesses. So
Yeah, it's and we're coming from a perspective as like real like early on entrepreneurs, because I started a real estate company business where I'm trying to acquire real estate and buy property, which I've almost bought a couple properties, but there's some red flags and for me, and I just wasn't comfortable with, so I backed out of those. I didn't go forward with those, which in hindsight was probably the best move for me. And then I also started this dispatch business for dispatching freight and for shipping and freight trucks and stuff like that. So not just freight trucks, but like box trucks and power and all this stuff. So just out here trying to create avenues of income, trying to create businesses and just change this generational don't want to say like stagnant stagnation.
I don't know. I don't know the right term that we can apply to it. We come from a family that I don't think a lot of people were business owners. We have some business owners before us, but I don't think that was put totally in front of us to go that route before we got a regular job, is what I want to say. Like
I agree with that.
We were taught to get jobs, and that would secure your future. You go to school or you go into the military, and that would secure your future. But I think we can both agree that we've hit some bumps in the road with just having that that job, You know, it hasn't gone into millionaire status for the both of us yet. So listen, I'm at the point now. I've just analyzed the past week of how much we speak things into existence on this podcast. So yes, we're not millionaires yet. I would say even billionaires yet, but we will be.
Facts. I'm all for
it. Very well will be at the end of the day. So yes, like I said, I just think that if we are taught different things, then we trust our family members to know what they're talking about, what has worked for them, and they will pass it on. But now we're at the place now, you know, for us that have little cousins or children, we want to make sure that they don't go through the same things that are struggles that we have necessarily went through, if that makes sense. I don't want my kids to ever struggle to maintain a livelihood. And you know, anything that they want, they should be able to pursue it at the end of the day, whether it's being a business owner, whether it's being a regular worker, whether it's going into being a politician, whatever the case may be. Whatever that they want to do, they should be able to do it at the end of the day. So I want to make sure that I fulfill that that dream if they have it. I want to assist them in that.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I think we are in a mindset shift. And I think we talked about it before, but like we're trying to build upon what's already been laid, some foundations, and you know, trying to improve on it and make it better and just change the trajectory a little bit. So I definitely agree. Yeah. So we are definitely talking from as young entrepreneurs into this field and some of the struggles and that we've currently going through and have gone through and trying to, you know, build and grow business.
Yes. Yeah. So what do you think is the most obstacle or the highest obstacle that you have faced as a new entrepreneur?
The biggest thing that I've come across and I'm still working through is I'm still hesitant a little bit because I still have a job, I still have a 9-to-5, and it's still that cushion for me. And it's like I'm hungry and I want to build this business, but I still have that cushion of like, I still got a 9-to-5 and I still have responsibilities for that I have to work on, right? Like I still have a job that I have to execute. So, you know what I mean? So it's like pushing through that and being like, I have to, you know, put my best foot forward and my full effort and my focus into my entrepreneurial ventures.
Yes.
In order for it to be successful and in order for it to grow.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And just finding that balance between I can still do my work and still be successful at my, you know, my career, but starting this new venture and putting my all into it, because sometimes they I don't want to say conflict, but sometimes the schedules don't match up.
Another little child is sitting here whining. What do you want? Go in your box. Go ahead. Go ahead, Cinnamon. Anyway, sorry. I think that balancing is a huge part of building. If you are a 9-to-5er and a new entrepreneur, like I have faced the difficulty of, by the time that 5 o'clock comes, I'm drained with from my 9-to-5. So I don't even have the mental space or clarity to even do anything else with my new business that I'm trying to build.
Mhm.
It is a huge gap in between trying to get, or I shouldn't say a huge gap. It's a dilemma. Do you want to give your all to your 9 to 5 and have really sort of nothing self to show for it when you retire? You can have your 401k, you can have your years of service, but at the end of the day, does your 9 to 5 really, really love you in the manner that you should love yourself over here with your business, your baby that you created, that you put time into, that is yours, that you can say you built this. It's a particular love that you have for your business. I know I do. Like, I don't want to, or businesses that I have created,
Mhm.
I don't want to show that I've abandoned anything. Like, I know there are different times where I feel like that, hey, I'm not doing enough for that particular business. And because I started different businesses, like for basketball, for instance, my AAU program, like I had to sit that on the side with COVID.
Mm.
Like I couldn't really jump back into it. I wasn't going to be able to travel how I did in the past. And it was issues with that as well, trying to find a gym that would be able, that you wouldn't pay a whole bunch of money for. You have people that would say, okay, I don't want you to have that program for yourself or for people. I want you to work for me. I don't want you to have your own. I dealt with that. So then I came up with, okay, I need to have a little hustle. So I created India's Creations because I knew that I needed extra money.
Mm.
To come into the household. I knew that Jay was getting ready to go to college. So I needed that extra money just to get me by if I could in these times. And it has really, really helped.
Mm.
But because I started India's Creations, I didn't get those PPP loans and those grants when they were issuing them
Mm.
for India's Creations. I did not. So, that was tough watching everybody else get, funding. And it's just like, man, I didn't even get the $1,000. And I everybody else got it, but I just didn't get it. So it was tough, but additionally, funding has been a issue for me too, because I had to front my own money
Mhm.
for product and everything else. And it's costly. You
Mm.
gotta get equipment, you gotta get uh your material, all of that. So you're trying to build a business and have different products. You're trying to get your website started. You're trying to get your brand started. You're trying to get social media taken care of. It's time consuming.
Yeah.
Like, it really is. And if you don't have a plan put into place, then it's not going to go well. You're going to get frustrated.
Mhm.
But you have to get your plan into place. And once you do that and everything starts going well, then you go to the next step. You start with one brick, you put another brick up, and then you put another brick up, and then you'll have a full building. But at the same time, like I said, you got to have a lot of patience, because if you don't, it's going to tear you apart. You're going to lose your mind. So
That's so true. And like another thing was like trying to do everything on your own. Like, I'm trying to do everything on my own. I'm spending my own money trying to do these things and make this work, and buying, I spent my own money to get the website, spent my own money to get access to, subscriptions to things that I need for like my dispatch business. So I've not even, before all that, like registering my business, like paying money to, register the business with the state, paying money for the license, because in Tennessee I had to register the business and I had to get a license in Tennessee. In Delaware I had to, pay to register my business. And it's like, all this money is going out and to start, and nothing's coming in, and that can be real That can be little what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know the word I'm looking for right now, but
Costly.
it could costly, but it could be geez, I can't figure the word right now, but it's discouraging. It can be discouraging.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I'm putting all this money out and I'm trying to get it to work. And it's like you gotta be patient because things don't work when you want it to work. Like it's not gonna click as soon as you want it to click. You know what I mean? And then we also, and by me trying to do everything on my own, and I'm not thinking about who can I reach out to, like who will support me. Because there's people who will support me, and I'm not thinking about it because I'm just trying to get it done. I'm trying to do it and and get it going. And I'm not thinking about, there's probably people out here who will support me and help me in building and growing.
That is true. We follow Donnie and David Shands and EYL, all of that good stuff. We follow these celebrities and people who have created, but what I have found, if you sit and listen to the people that are really, really for helping people, like Pinky Cole, for instance, that has Slutty Vegan down in Atlanta and all different cities, like they're really trying to help people. If you sit and listen to her and really take in what she's saying, it will help you along the way. Like she's basically giving you the map to being a successful entrepreneur for free. So like even David Shands, like if you sign up for one of his classes, and I don't have any branding agreement with him, but I took a class back in, I want to say December, right, for podcasting. So you pay your $100 and you get on there for a week, and he's giving you the tool kit to be a successful podcaster. And again, I wasn't thinking that we would be here in a good 2 months where we are now, where our views are going up. I don't like what's going on. I don't like how it came.
Yeah.
But our views are increasing by the week. So I don't like the topics that we've had to discuss. I don't like the situation that I am in, but it helped me along the way. Like we know what we have to do to build this podcast up going forward. Even the podcast with Jay, like it's some things that I know that I have to do, but funding plays a huge part in that. Like taking pictures, like technology, equipment. When you cut in, you're cutting your videos and stuff like that. Like it's going on our phones, and all of that stuff takes time. You have to know people, or you have to pay people, or you're going to do it yourself.
Absolutely.
And even if you do it yourself, it's still costly. It's just that we're blessed enough that we know how to cut video. A lot of people don't. And you can pay a lot of money to cut a video, just one in itself. So, these iPhones are really worth their money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I will say I have made money off of my iPhone, a lot of money. Not to millionaire status, but it has helped me along the way with making sure that my business is run properly. I can edit my website on my phone. I can go on Etsy and do what I need to do. I can, it's just so many things. I can cut from my phone on Cricut, I want to say, or a tablet, an Apple tablet. So our iPad is what I should say. So like it's things that have been set up for us that we should be taking advantage of. And like I said, don't be frustrated. I want to get back to that as well, because when we're new business owners, especially businesses that are selling different things, if we don't get the customers right away, it can be like really, what should I say, troubling for you to say, okay, I didn't get any customers this week. I want to quit at this point because this business is not going how I want it to go. And it's just like, no, you need to be patient. Like you need to keep building, and it will come to you in due time. It may not be tomorrow, it may not be next year, but consistency is huge for a business to be successful at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if you're podcasting, it doesn't matter if you're a blogger, it doesn't matter if you are a 9-to-5 or whatever that you have to offer. It's going to take time for it to turn around. I keep saying the day that you plant the seed is not the day that you eat the fruit. And it's true. Like we want to be fast with everything because we're seeing this on our timelines constantly with social media. Like we're seeing these people with monies going on trips, wearing all types of shoes, sneakers, whatever, like this lifestyle that is put in front of us every day. And we're not even like, we want it, but we're not willing to put the work in to get it. We want it easy, and it's not gonna come easy. I'm telling y'all,
Not at all.
it's not gonna come easy.
Not,
Sure.
not at all. Because even this podcast that we do it's time consuming, and it takes work to do this. Like it's not like we just get on here and we just talk and that's it. You know what I mean? It's I think I lost you.